All right, for your game, here with
Melissa?
and what are we gonna play today?
What is this? Oriflamme? Am I even saying this right?
I mean, I'm gonna let it do for the
go.
Dexter folks, for the folks who watch Dexter. All right, but Oriflamme,
Okay.
I guess 3 to 5, and we got the perfect amount of people, 3 people. All right, so supposed to take 20 minutes. I've never played before, but got these used. They said it's a real good game, though.
Let's see.
All right, so y'all want to do we'll try the base one, if there is a base one. Yeah, so this seems like the base one. Yeah, and then these ones have subtitles, so we'll mess with those later. Oriflamme. All right. Got tokens of crap if anybody minds kind of separating those. All right, so goal of the game. At the end of 6 rounds of play, the player whose family has accumulated the most influence points, these guys, wins the game. Contents, 50 influence cards, 10 in 5 different colors, 70 influence point tokens, value 1 to 5. I'm sure they go face down, I don't know. But one player, the first player tile, and then resolution direction tile. I'm sure it's that one. And then setup, each player takes a complete family, and that's represented by 10 cards with the same color and same heraldry. Shuffle your 10 cards, then remove 3 random cards and set them to the side face down. And then keep the remaining 7 cards in your hand without showing them to the other players, too. And then each player takes 1 influence point, 3 in front of them. Place all the remaining influence points on the table where everyone can reach them, forming the supply, and they'll be face down. Yeah, and the oldest player starts the game. That'll be me. This player takes the first player tile. And which one? Probably that one. First player tile, and places it in front of them, making sure there's enough room in the center of the table to place a row of cards. Mark your row. Place the resolution direction tile 7. Yeah. In the middle of the table, this indicates the order of which to resolve the cards in the influence queue for the whole game. Okay. It's a game of flipping and trying to get the most points type of thing. All right. So round of the game, Oriflamme plays over 6 rounds. Each round consists of 2 phases: 1 the placement phase and 2 the resolution phase. So placement phase, each player may look at face down cards from their own family in the queue at any time, as well as those set aside during setup. And as the game progresses, players will place cards next to each other in the center of the table, forming the influence queue, commonly referred to as the queue. Starting with the first player, then clockwise, each player secretly picks a card from their hand and places it face down in the queue, either at the beginning of the queue or at the end of the queue, or on another card of their own family that has already been played in the queue. Obviously, this is not possible during the first round. See stack cards on page 3 for more details. If there are no cards in the queue at the beginning of the game, for example, the player simply places their card in the center of the table. The placement phase ends when all players have placed 1 card from their hand into the queue. Placement phase example, and we'll go over that later. Okay, 2, the resolution phase. This phase is resolved in the direction of the queue, which is the same for the whole game. Starting with the first card in the queue to the last one, the owner of the card resolves the card. If the card is face down, the player has 2 options. Leave the card face down. They place 1 influence token from the supply on the card. Yeah, so the cards get more valuable as they sit out there. If the card stays face down for several rounds, there will be several influence on it. Reveal the card. Leave the card face down or reveal the card. They reveal the card and immediately apply its ability. If there are no influence on it, the player did not reveal it on previous turns, they gain them. Okay, 2, if the card has been revealed during a previous round, the player has no choice. They must immediately apply its effect. Okay, it's mandatory to apply the ability of a revealed card. For example, a soldier will always have to eliminate a card next to it, even from its own family. So you're trying to have the strongest family out there. Okay, eliminate a card. Some abilities allow you to eliminate a card. And important, each time a player eliminates a card, regardless of its family, they gain 1 influence. This is reminded by the influence symbol on the card's ability. If the eliminated card was still face down, any influence on it are lost and the card is revealed. In any case, the gone away card is removed from the queue, and if it was between 2 cards, move the cards closer together to fill the gap. Note, discarded and eliminated cards are placed face up in front of their owners, and all players may look at them at any time. Okay, new round. The player who has the first player tile gives it to the player to their left. A new round of play begins. The cards in the influence queue remain in place as they are. And then stacks of cards. From the second round on, a player may place a card on top of another of their own cards already in play, revealed or not. And then the card that has just been played now covers the previous card, including any influence that may have been on it. This is called a stack of cards. And as long as a card is covered, it is not taken into account during the resolution phase. A covered card can thus can neither be revealed and accumulate additional influence on it, apply its ability, nor be targeted. There's no limit to the number of cards that can be stacked. That said, you should be careful not to stack too many cards, as there are abilities and possibly influence that are unavailable for as long as they are covered. By using a stack of cards, you can protect one of your cards that would otherwise be eliminated, or place a soldier in the middle of the queue to eliminate cards otherwise out of range, or even set up a cascade of actions. Sounds kind of like Keyforce, but a little different. Yeah. And then in the game, since players started the game with 7 cards in their hand, after 6 rounds of the game, they'll have 1 card left. They will not play this card. Whoever accumulated the most influence points wins the game. Players' influence points tokens are visible throughout the game. At the end of the game, any influence points still on cards in the influence queue do not count in the final score. And if there's a tie, the tied players with the most cards still in the influence queue wins. Okay. And we got the abilities that everything does. Do we want to go over the examples or just go for it?
We may need to do some examples.
Okay. So, placement phase example. Red is the first player and places a card face down in the middle of the table. Blue must play a card to the left or the right of the red card. So kind of like flanks and keyforge. And then green must play a card to the left of blue or to the right of reds. Green can't play a card right in the middle. I think soldiers can get played straight up in the middle to eliminate something, but I might be wrong though. And then eliminate a card. Some abilities allow you to eliminate a card. Important. Each time a player eliminates a card, regardless of its family, they gain. I read that already. Let's see. Okay, example, stack of cards. Red reveals the assassination he played on top of his face-up spy. Red applies the assassin ability and discards it. The spy immediately becomes active again and applies its effects. So once people get re-revealed, they do their ability again. If the spy was still face down, red normally would have a choice to leave it face down and add 1 influence to it. Okay, resolution phase example. As indicated by the resolution direction tile, cards must be revealed from left to right. Yeah, so that determines it. Okay, red decides not to reveal their card. Red places 1 influence from the supply on their card. And then blue decides to reveal their card. Blue immediately gains the influence that was on the card. Blue's card is a soldier, which must eliminate an adjacent card. Blue chooses red's second card and reveals it. Red's card is discarded with the 2 influence on it. Blue then takes 1 influence from the supply for eliminating a card. With the red card gone, green is next. Green decides not to reveal their card and places 1 influence from the supply on it. Blue's spy is already revealed and must steal 1 from a player with an with a card next to it. They steal one influence from green. They take it directly from green, not from green's adjacent card. They take it from the player. And that's like I guess the thief ability or something. And yeah, so it's a game of. Did y'all kind of get the beginning of the game with the placement phase and everything? The second time, we'll go over it again. Okay, so as the game progresses, 6 rounds. Each round consists of 2 phases: placement phase and resolution phase. Placement phase. As the game progresses, players will place cards next to each other in the center of the table, forming the influence queue, commonly referred to as the queue. Starting with the first player, then clockwise, each player secretly picks a card from their hand and places it face down in the queue, either at the beginning of the queue or at the end of the queue, or on another card of their own family that has already been placed in the queue. So you can play on top of your own color. And obviously this is not possible in the first round. See stack of cards. If there's no cards in the queue at the beginning of the game, for example, the player simply places their card in the center of the table. The placement phase ends when all players have played one card. So every round, everybody's going to play one card. You can play it either on your color or next to whatever's out there. And did we say, like, I guess it says you can play it face up or face down. As the game progresses, starting with the first player, then players secretly places it face down. So you place it face down in the queue. Okay. And then the resolution phase. This phase is resolved in the duration of the queue, which is the same for the whole game. Starting with the first player in the queue to the last one, the owner of the card resolves the card. If the card is face down, the player has 2 options. Leave the card face down. They place 1 influence from the supply on the card. If the card stays face down for several rounds, there will be several influence on it. Or reveal the card. They reveal the card, then immediately apply its ability. If there are influence tokens on it, then the player did not reveal it on previous turns, they gain them. So when you reveal, you get the tokens off of it to your supply, to your personal supply. And if the card has been revealed during a previous round, the player has no choice. They must immediately apply its ability. So if the card's already been flipped or whatever, then you do its ability. You have no choice. It's mandatory to apply the ability of a revealed card. For example, a soldier will always have to eliminate an adjacent card. Soldiers eliminate an adjacent card, even if it's your own color, I'm sure. Some abilities allow you to eliminate a card. Important: each time a player eliminates a card, regardless of his family, they gain 1 influence token whenever they kill a card. And if the eliminated card was face down, any tokens on the card are lost and the card is revealed. Tokens get lost if it's face down and eliminated, but the card is revealed. In any case, the eliminated card is immediately removed from the queue. And if it was between 2 cards, move the cards closer to fill the gap. Note: discarded and eliminated cards are placed face up in front of their owners. All players may look at them at any time. New round. The player who has the first player tile gives it to the player on their left. A new round of play begins. Stack of cards. We went over it. I guess we'll go over it again. From the second round on, a player may place a card on top of another one of their own cards already in play, revealed or not. The card that has just been played now covers the previous card, including any tokens that may have been on it. This is called a stack of cards. As long as the card is covered, it is not taken into account during the resolution phase. A covered card can thus not be revealed or accumulate additional tokens or apply its ability, nor be targeted. There is no limit to the number of cards that can be stacked. That said, you should be careful not to stack too many cards, as these are abilities and possibly tokens that are unavailable for you as long as they're covered. By using a stack of cards, you can protect one of your cards that would be otherwise eliminated, or place a soldier in the middle of the queue to eliminate cards otherwise out of range, or even set up a cascade of actions. Yeah, end of the game. Since players started the game with 7 cards in hand, after the 6 rounds are played, they'll have 1 card that can't be played. Most tokens wins the game. And then players' influence points are visible throughout the game. And at the end of the game, any influence points still on the cards in the queue don't count towards the final score. But if there's a tie, the tie player with the most cards still in the influence queue wins. Yep, and then they've got all the abilities here. I mean, I guess I'm going to free ball it. Y'all can look at the cards or whatever. All right, so ready to go? I mean, I guess any other questions?
I think once I get into it, I'll.
Yeah.
Okay. This the first player. Oh, this is the player reference card, and then I guess oldest. So, what colors y'all want to be, or?
I like blue.
Go for it.
I'll take this
The
second.
green's my color. So, are they all the same cards? Do you know? I guess so. I'm sure they are. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So there's 10 cards. We'll go over the cards for the people at home too. Character cards. The archer eliminates the first or last card from the queue. The heir, if there are no other cards revealed with the same name, gain 2 influence. Lord, gain 1 influence +1 for each adjacent card that's in your family. The shapeshifter, copy the ability of a card next to it, revealed character. Yeah. Soldier, eliminate an adjacent card. Spy, steal 1 influence from a player with an adjacent card. And intrigue cards, ambush, discard all influence on ambush card and gain 1 influence. And discard ambush, or if ambush is eliminated by an opponent's card, discard the opponent's card and gain 4 influence. And assassination, eliminate a card anywhere in the queue, discard assassination. And conspiracy, gain double the influence accumulated on conspiracy and discard conspiracy. And royal decree, move a card anywhere in the queue except on another card and discard royal decree. All right, a lot of stuff. All right, so I guess we'll. So did we got shuffle and then remove 3 random?
Do the weird shuffle. These kind of cards.
Make sure you have 10 cards though. Yeah.
Do we draw a certain amount, or do we just all look at it?
We put 3 to the side. I think you can look at them, but you can keep them secret from the opponents. I don't know. I'll read it up on it.
Oh wait, yeah.
So
You said you marked it.
Yeah, draw 3. 1, 2, 3.
set them face down. I guess you can look at them, but the opponents can't look at them. That makes more sense.
3 to the side.
Yeah.
I took 30 life. No, you gain 20 points.
Rush is the one that can attack only captives.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I had it confused.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Storm can attack rested beings, or Rush can only attack rested beings. Oh, if you can't hit me. Gotcha, buddy. You can take her once.
Okay, but only deal damage? And they're all changed. No wonder you.
All right. First card in the queue. And then what does this deal go to? I guess it's going. I'm gonna pass it to the left. I think it starts out going to the right, or let's see. The oldest player starts the game. This player takes the first player tile and places it in front of them, making sure there's enough room in the center for the row of cards. Place the resolution duration tile in the middle of the table. This indicates the order which the cards resolve for the whole game. Yeah, it's looking like it goes to the right. All right, so do we go to who goes next?
My turn, or
Usually games go clockwise, but
so I can put down.
nah, that's counterclockwise, ain't it? Clockwise.
That's counterclockwise. Is it
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
So you're just putting down what you think would be a really good card to go against.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
We're gonna see.
Okay.
Yeah, then clockwise, each player secretly picks a card from their hand and places it face down in the queue, beginning or end, or on another card of your family. All right.
I would like how what they would do.
I would say turn 2.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
I think more than just another roll bridge. And response to the.
I mean, if you try hard enough,
No. So whenever you decide to reveal, Yeah, like if you don't reveal it, we'll see. Like if you don't reveal it, I think it gets an influence on it.
Okay.
But let me This phase is resolved in the direction of the queue, which is the same for the whole game. Starting with the first player in the queue to the last one, the owner of the card resolves the card. Okay, the placement phase ends when all players have placed one card. One card in their hand from the queue. This phase is resolved. Okay, resolution phase. This phase is resolved in the direction of the queue, which is the same for the whole game. Starting with the first player in the queue to the last one, the owner of the card resolves the card. If the card is face down, the player has two options. Leave the card face down. They place one on the supply from that thing, and then it can keep on stacking up the coins, the influence. Or you can reveal the card. They reveal the card and immediately apply its effect. If there are tokens on it, the player did not reveal them from the... Okay, they reveal the card and immediately apply its ability. If there are tokens on it, the player did not reveal them on a previous turn, they gain them. And then if the card has been revealed during a previous round, the player has no choice. They must immediately apply its effect. Okay, so resolution phase, you can either reveal it or put a coin on it.
Okay. Starting with, I guess, mine, because I'm going...
Yep. Hold on. The player's revolved into the direction of the queue. Yeah, so you'll actually go first since you're in the direction of the queue.
Okay. I'm going to reveal... I played the air. If there is no other card revealed with the same name, gain 2.
Cool. Okay. And then I think you will keep on doing that until somebody like eliminates that card, I think. Okay, if the card has been revealed during a previous round, the player has no choice. They must immediately apply its ability. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So I'll keep getting these until...
Air says if there's no other card revealed in the same name, with the same name, gain 2 influence.
So these.
You can reveal yours or just put a token on it. I'm next in the queue. So, all right. So I'll keep mine. Well, yeah. You can.
Okay. I'm gonna reveal this in the simplest form.
Okay.
Eliminate the first or last card from the queue.
Ooh, got your ear. All right.
There we go. And this gets discarded as well?
That stays out there.
Okay.
So like on the next thing. Oh yeah.
Does it say there?
You get that for.
Okay.
For killing, you get 1.
Okay.
Okay. And then so we all did a resolution phase. Then I'll pass it to the left, and then I guess it stays going that way.
Okay.
No. I pass this.
And this stays going that way.
Yep. Stays going that way. I'm sure this car is like in a different set to change the order or something.
Can you assassinate a card that hasn't been revealed?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm sure there are. Okay, eliminated card. Some abilities allow you to eliminate a card. Each time a player eliminates a card, regardless of his family, they gain 1. This is reminded by the symbol on the card. And then if the eliminated card was still face down, any influence on it are lost and the card is revealed. In any case, the eliminated card is removed from the queue. And if it was between 2 cards, removing the battle line. And then note, discarded and eliminated cards are placed face up in front of their owners. All players may look at them at any time. So we can see the air over there. That Melissa is so rudely killed. So rudely archered.
Do I just leave it there? Okay. Can I add more or just, it's gotta be 3?
No, you can play a card on top of one of your family, or you can play a new card. Yep. Yeah, but I mean, every time you're gonna play at least 1 card though. Okay. And then if the card is face down, the player has 2 options. Leave the card. They place 1 on it from the supply. If the card stays face down, yeah, but as long as they're face down, they can keep on stacking up coins. So, yep. All right. So, and then during the resolution phase, so there's placement phase, which we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Then we do a resolution phase where the face-up cards, they resolve. Or you can reveal. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna stack a coin on there.
Are we go?
So like it came around to me, and then I still got to do placement phase. Yeah. I'm tripping.
Once you start letting me do my board, I was like,
This is where you gotta. He showed the two suckers.
good. And then like right after that, so and then
King of Judges. Yeah, that's like nice. Also, it's not. Yeah, I don't know how far I read. But that's also. Do you know Judge Juice get like Judge one?
Yeah, it is hard.
Maybe I need to go. Who says about full time? Okay, all right, maybe I got to go there too.
Ooh wee. All right. All right, placement phase. I could play on top of my card if I wanted to.
You could. What happens to that if you play on top of your card?
It just stays still, so like it's just kind of protecting it. No. We'll go there.
Oh, interesting.
Kind of protects it.
So you place these anywhere?
You can place them on the flanks like keyfords, or on top of one of your family.
Okay.
Yup. I mean, did you want to play that on top of your family or?
No, I want to keep that there.
All right. I'm gonna play that there. And then we do that was placement phase. Now we do resolution phase, starting with Daniel.
I'll flip. Steal from an adjacent player or adjacent card.
From a player with an adjacent card, but I don't have anything in my
Oh, player with an adjacent card.
Yeah, so you might not want to do that right now, or.
I'll leave it there.
Okay, so then you
Oh wait, can I steal from?
next to
No,
yeah.
because I have to steal from.
Jason is next.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I remember that word.
He's gonna poke you for one.
You also get to use this thing,
I can.
right?
What?
She uses the assassin or the archer.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, cool. Okay, hold on. I got something.
Hold on.
Oh shit! What if I can't? I'm so sorry.
Okay. We already did the face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do it now?
Perfect. We're on resolution. Yeah.
Okay. Copy the ability of an adjacent revealed character. So does that mean there's two archers now?
Yeah. So we'll do it. Yeah. So you'll do that one first. You'll do that one first,
So eliminate that,
and then this one just goes away.
and then I eliminate.
But she gets it,
So I
or she
copy
gets one.
that. So like,
No. You'll get it to your supply. Yeah.
and then I guess I'll copy that. Or is it? Does it have to be copied right there, or is it just either?
No. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll copy that and to eliminate.
All right.
that.
Yep. No. I should have killed that archer. All right. So royal decree.
Oh, nice.
Does this move a card anywhere in the queue?
Move a card anywhere in the queue, then discard the royal decree.
So we're.
Okay, so now my resolution, I'll just.
And you got a token for each person you killed, right?
This one looks like it's just this. But does that
Well,
copy
that'll copy that too, I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was just. I don't know if it really takes the token though. I would think it's.
Yeah, is that part of the ability? I don't know.
I think that's.
All right, you know what? Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and puke. I'll archer it up, eliminate the first or last card in the queue. I'll get rid of that shapeshifter. That's too powerful right there. Yep, and then I'll get this coin right here that was on it. And then, yep, and then that'll be that on that. So then we'll pass it. All right, so I'm going to listen.
Okay. Oh, I do. He doesn't. Everybody does. It's time. The time. The drums are beating. They're getting louder. Getting louder.
Cool.
Next.
Next.
You can switch it up between
Oh, I get a coin for eliminating as well. I forgot.
You do, yeah.
Alright, well, do whatever you want.
I really like this one.
Yeah. Dang it.
Assassinate.
Yeah.
They kept killing. This gets discarded.
And then discard it. Okay. You got one, right?
One what?
One coin for like eliminating?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Somewhere darker. What does that mean?
Probably from a different set. Well,
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna put the coin away.
okay, put in the coin. I get to. You went, and then you discarded your thing.
Yeah, I'm
And
not gonna
then-
reveal anything.
I'm green, so I get to go slightly before you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he gets started.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll put a coin there.
I'll start taking them off the other side.
Yeah, I'll put a coin there, and then I'll eliminate the first and last card in the queue. That'll be Melissa's. Yeah.
That's what. If you didn't want it.
All right, I'll get a coin for eliminating, and then, and then that's my resolution phase. Pass it back to the kid, to the oldest kid, and then we'll go.
I'm helping him clean up.
Okay, play this on the placement phase.
Okay, yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I think you put a better one too.
You just now getting back into the Pokemon, or?
Yes and no. I bought a deck here and they kind of modified it. And
Summer's not over.
One of those battle ready decks or whatever?
they kind of, it wasn't really fun to those decks, but I guess they kind of saw a deck online and they just modified it in a way. I played it and I was like, oh,
For like $50 or what?
huh.
About $50?
I paid $20.
20? Oh man, nice. Yeah, it works for me.
So brain cells to figure it out. So it's just kind of addicting now for me. That'll be good as part. Something to do.
You play the Game Boy Color.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yep, I got the first set of Pokemon that came out. Me and my friends went to the store, went to Kmart, got us our Pokemon. It was so fun. Kmart, back in the Gap. Back in the Gap. The red light special or the blue light special. What was it? Blue light special. Yeah, blue light. The red light special. That's TLC. Yeah.
So,
Right. Resolution. Yeah. All right. Yep. Archer, first to last. Ah.
why would you do that?
It was in the way. I don't know.
This is a bit away.
I'm working towards that, Archer. Oh wait, no, you can.
Yeah.
Could have said
No, you never get to it.
I know I couldn't because on the edges.
All right. So
yeah, bro.
resolution phase. You know I've got to have the shapeshifter copycat. Bow. And then I'll get one eliminate. and then damn it, now I got to kill my own stuff. Man, I should have not did that. But okay. Yeah, so I'll kill my.
Do you have to?
Yeah, you got to. Yep.
Okay.
All right, well, this works. All right, so I'll get rid of ambush, discard all tokens on ambush, and gain one, and then discard ambush. Yeah, gotta learn the game. All right, and then that's the end of the resolution phase. Oh, I got a coin for eliminating.
Both of them.
Yeah, that's another coin. Yeah, because that one gets one for that. Yeah. All right, and then we'll pass it back to the second kid.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh.
Top 4.
Kind of expected that.
Decisions.
Alright, attention everybody, I need one piece if you're signing up.
Yeah, you have to wait.
Let me know if I can put your name on, same thing goes for Pokemon.
I'm
Got
sorry,
about
Matt.
15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything I'm training in, got enough. I was like, dude, are you serious? Like, get Oh yeah. Even with an African dream. I try to put down a list.
Right. All right, so that's everybody's played for the placement phase. Now we'll do the resolution phase, starting with the guy here in the queue. Since Daniel has some coins, I'll go ahead and eliminate a card anywhere in the queue, discard it. Yup. And then I'll get one for doing the thing. Yup. Copy the ability of an adjacent reveal character. Archer kills it. I get a coin. And then unfortunately eliminate the first or last in the queue. Oh yeah, I get one for eliminating my shapeshifter. Alright, yep. And then, okay, now we'll go to the last card to be played. Oh yeah.
Can I put that front? Or would you rather be right here?
You can go on either flank.
Like they're making him try to reach it. Yeah, I tried that one. And I got the first
Preston's been playing today, right?
I've already paid. No, Preston's not playing. You just said.
All right, so last reveal phase, last resolution phase of the game. All right, starting with the person first in the queue.
That doesn't do anything.
Conspiracy.
Neither of my cards did anything.
I know the thing. And then since Daniel's got the most coins next to me, I will go ahead and spy, steal one coin from a player with an adjacent card.
Doesn't matter.
Royal decree, move a card.
Anywhere in the queue except on another card, discard the royal decree.
So I guess if you move this here, then it wouldn't get to resolve, I guess. That sounds like the move.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I gotta discard the royal decree. I don't get any coins or anything though.
Yep. All right, and then we count up and see who has the most influence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. All right, good game. Like, what y'all think?
That was fun. I liked it, yes.
I liked it.
Archers are powerful. That's,
Oh yeah. Archer seemed like the, dare I say, the best card in the game. 5. Yeah.
I was like, what is this?
5.
I
Yep.
thought it came from this before.
And then there's 3 different flavors of it. Soldier eliminates an adjacent card, and then ambush. I played that one. I just got a coin from it, and then steal one from a player with an adjacent card. Yeah.
Mini game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Maybe if you're here next week, maybe we'll do one of the other boxes.
Are the other ones like the same, or are they supposed to be larger?
They just do different stuff, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
Different cards, I'm sure.
I see. Okay. I see different designs too. Okay. That's kinda neat.
Say, but 1 to 10, what you give it, Melissa?
I'll say I give it like a 7 or 8. I'll play it more. Like,
7 or 8, good.
More idea.
I'd say the same, 7 or 8.
7 or 8.
Once you kind of do it, it's not that bad. It's not that difficult either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keyforge players would go right to it because it has the same type of stuff with the flank and everything.
Yeah, it was good.
GG's. I guess give them a piece. Piece or something.
Stop it.
Fluff them off. Go for it. I guess we'll go with another.